The most powerful non-divine Lich in the Forgotten Realms is such a threat to all of existence, it takes the dedicated effort of both Azith and Mistra to keep him docile lest he destroy the world. And this Lich obtained this power by giving up the very last shreds of any kind of humanity that he had left and transforming himself into something absolutely otherworldly. Some of you have already guessed correctly who we're going to be talking about today, and if you are one of those people, then congratulations. But if you want to try and make one more educated guess before I tell you who it is, let me give you two hints. Firstly, this Lich was once a human who went through a massive metamorphosis and is now something completely different. And two, we have already talked about this individual in their human form on my channel before. Make your final guesses now. This is your last chance. But for those of you who are ready to dive in, allow me to introduce what I believe is the most powerful non-divine Lich in all of the Forgotten Realms, the Oracle of Elentall. But some of you might know him better as Ioulaum. Now, Ioulaum was the most gifted Netherese Arcanist that ever lived. There was only ever one other mage that ever even rivaled his ability, and that was Karsus, the mage that cast the one and only 12th level spell that ended up destroying the Netherese Empire. And if we go to this book here, Netherrealm's Empires of Magic, which was released for 2nd edition all the way back in November of 1996, page 107, we find Ioulaum's stat block being rated as a level 41 Arcanist. We can see here that in the year 3488 NY, Ioulaum transformed himself into a Lich. But here at the very bottom, it said that his exact fate remains a mystery. Or at least it was until this book, Lost Empires of Faerun, was released for 3.5 in February of 2005, where here on page 101, the book talks about a new creature known as the Oracle of Elentall. The article basically goes on to say that Ioulaum foresaw the fall of the Empire of Netherrealm and decided to flee to the Underdark. He settled next to the Mind Flayer city of Elentall. Now, once he ascended to Lichdom, he took on students to help teach them the ways of magic, but eventually he started accepting in Mind Flayers, and some of those Mind Flayer students became so promising, he helped them ascend to Lichdom as well, where they ultimately became the Alhoon, which essentially are undead Lich Mind Flayers with a CR of 18 in 3.5. But Ioulaum wanted more. He managed to perform a ritual that allowed him to take his Mind Flayer students and create an undead Elder Brain. He then merged his consciousness with this thing, and now he is an undead Lich Elder Brain who's also the most powerful wizard we've ever seen. And it says that his player levels in this form are 31 levels in Wizard with 5 levels in Archmage and 5 levels in Arcanist. I'm going to be completely transparent with you. There is not a canon source that tells us this is his CR and here is his stat block. But using those player levels, we can make an estimation of what his CR would be about. Now, in order to do that, we need to start by getting his base CR, which would be an Elder Brain. We find that an Elder Brain CR is 25. Then we have to apply the Lich template, which would boost his CR by 2, which means 25 becomes 27. And then finally, we apply his caster levels, which is a total of 41. And if we add up 25 plus 2 plus 41, we get a grand whopping total CR of 68. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The most powerful Lich that we may have in the Forgotten Realms is an undead Elder Brain who is one of the most powerful mages